All right, well, he's on the bench, but this is the end of Giekewitz here at Augsburg. We have sold him. He was really upset that we didn't move on in the conference league, and because he was upset and threatened to cause a big stink, I sold him. The board is also not very happy with us. The board's unhappiness I can understand, but Giekewitz was in goal. He could have done something about that. We're here against Leverkusen. The board think that we're probably going to draw. Hopefully we won't. So we'll see what happens. And the big news for us is that our striker Boya is back after being out for about 2 weeks. I'm not sure how long he'll be able to play, but it might be maybe like 60, 70 minutes or so. But we're happy to have him back. And hopefully we can get rid of these injury blues and get something good going for ourselves. Be nice if we could get the ball first. And Marcuccio had it and then lost it right away. And that's something that we've seen a lot of, and they have a shot on goal within a minute. So that's not exactly boding well for us. We could use a better performance here. That last match was a little bit frustrating. I thought that we were fairly good, though, against PSV. It was just upsetting to see us give up a goal so late, and that's been a problem that we've been dealing with really for quite a while. So, I mean, we'll see what we can do. It's a defensive issue, and we're trying to bring in the best defenders that we possibly can. We should have a whole bunch of good players coming in once the new transfer window opens. Broya over Shahid, but can't find him. This is there in the back, and Shahid ends up winning it after that foul. Lehner here will probably take a shot. Now, he does try to pass it. It was not necessarily the best option. Garnacho over to Kone. Back to Garnacho. And it's a corner. So it works out in the end for us. It'll be Lehner to take this. And so much for that. And there it is. Jonathan Tah with his first goal of the season. We've given one up already, and this is not boding well for us. Down 1-0. Only 10 minutes into this match. And, I mean, it's a poor job. Poor job by the keeper. Poor job by the defenders. That's, yeah, problematic. Oviedo here to Shahid, and let's see if we can get something back. Nia over to Lehner. And Lehner just had nowhere to go with that, and we've given up possession once again. Nia here with the throw over to Lehner, back to Nia. Forward for Lehner to Sensi, up on the other side. Pekkanen, and Pekkanen can do nothing with it, and here they come. And Andrich is way behind the defense, but Marcuccio is able to go back. Sensi knocks us forward a little bit, and Garnacho with the sliding tackle. So that knocks it out, and that helps stave off absolute disaster, but we need to get some sort of victory here. Otherwise, the board's going to be quite upset with me. Oviedo goes back and grabs this in the back over to Shahid. Pekkanen now. Marcuccio over looking for Garnacho, and he was a step too far ahead. So lack of good passing ability has been hurting us here, definitely. Nia goes back to win this. Passes this forward over to Lehner. Shahid. Sensi up to Garnacho. And he just takes a shot. Not the best decision in the world. He had all sorts of space and time, and he thought he didn't, I suppose. Garnacho does win this over to Broya, down to Lehner. Broya looking for Oviedo, and he loses it and then wins it back and takes a shot and shoots to the wrong side of the post. I thought for a second there we were going to be tied. So Oviedo does a poor job, but then wins it, gets in a good position, and it just doesn't work out. Down 1-0 again, and I tell you, Football Manager 23 for me as Lehner's shot goes up and over. It's been a lot of being behind. I feel like I've been behind in every single save so far. It's been a lot of this and not a lot of success. Marcuccio here in the back lumps this forward for Oviedo, and he's nowhere near it. Runs over and tries to recover. Boria wins this, goes for Oviedo again. It must be offside. Yeah. He's fast. He's not that fast. Broya wins it. Garnacho. Shahid loses it, wins it back. Over to Garnacho again. And ends up with Shahid again. So we'll try it again. Kone. And that's the end of the highlight. So a lot of frustration. Lehner will take this free kick. And we got a lot of nothing out of it. Kone does go do very well to win that. Moves this up forward, is tackled, but sticks with it. And has to pass back to Nia. Goes up to Shahid. Sensi just takes a shot, another poor decision. And we remain down 1-0. And that was almost 2-0. So that definitely did not work the way that we wanted it to. And when we're watching this, you can see that defensively, we just don't know what we're doing. We've got a lot of problems in the back. We have a lot of problems with not really marking guys, no heading reach. There are a lot of issues. Laner had it and then lost it right away. Ends up only as far back as Kone. Nia now with it, over to Laner. Back to Nia, up to Shahid. Has Boria kind of behind the defense, and yeah, he's offside. Boria's done okay. I think all the players have done okay so far, but we'll keep an eye on that. I think Pekanen's the only one who hasn't had a great performance so far. I'm sorry, yeah, both Kone and Pekanen are down in terms of match rating. And we concede a corner, so they will have another chance at trying to get 2 up on us. We play well against PSV, and then we're against Leverkusen here, who have not been playing well this season, and we look like we don't know what we're doing. So, yeah, it's a lot of frustration and a lot of grinding of teeth, and that's the way that the first half was. That looked really bad. Thinking here about what we can do to change. I mean, I want to change the whole team at this point. See, Marcuccio's actually been playing somewhat well. Oviedo has not shown up, and Boria needs to come off anyways. We'll put Öztürk back on. And, I mean, this is where we run into issues, right? We can put Gumni on, see if he can do something in the back. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. We want to get to the next transfer window where we have some reinforcements coming in. This team is not necessarily the best team in the world, and as much as I wanted to build this around speed and you know, being fast, I'm not so sure that we did a great job of that. That's out for a throw. And Reese has won us a corner. I tell you, River Reese has been a breath of fresh air for us. We need more players like that. Garnacho loses it, wins it back. Shahid to Sensi. Down to Marcusio. There's Reese in a great position, but offside. I think he was offside right as soon as that was passed. Tried to disguise it and couldn't. And there it is, number 2.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
It was Gumni. It was Gumni who made the mistake right after coming on. I wonder why I don't want to have him anymore on this team. He's not fast enough, and he does stuff like that. Öztürk wins this, tries to push it forward, it just doesn't happen. Down to Gumni again, over to Nia. Back to Gumni. Sensi, back to Gumni. I don't know what that was. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know why that thought entered his head. I mean, it didn't do anything. Yeah, it's almost 3-0 after that. This looks pitiful. This looks really, really bad. I'm not sure. So I've given all of the shouts over to the assistant. I got a better assistant manager. I'm having him do all the shouts, and I'm kind of surprised he hasn't been shouting anything here because, I mean, this looks bad. I mean, this looks horrible.
Torschütze heute Nachmittag für das Team der Torschützen.
So, yeah, this is looking poor, and this is not boding well for the future of this save, unfortunately. But, I mean, this just looks awful. I can't get these guys to play defense. I mean, this looks just really, really bad. This is one of the worst performances I've seen in the entire time that we've been doing this. This looks worse than the PSV game. I'm not sure if it's because Giekewicz was upset or exactly what's going on. You know how the morale system is in this game, but I mean, this looks absolutely atrocious. This looks horrible, and it looks like it's time to bring out fines again and to just start going nuts on these guys for playing poorly. I really think that that's something that needs to happen. I know I've had people talk with me in the comment section saying, oh, you know, why are you finding your players and all that stuff? I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why you find your players is because otherwise they play like this, right? And they give up goals left and right, and they get upset over stupid things. So you got to start finding them. You got to lay down the law. All right, it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, Klein is not awful, but he's played really poorly today. But I tell you, guys, the likes of Pekkanen and others, I hope that we have better defenders coming in because, I mean, this is just awful. This has been bad. This has been horrible. Pekkanen hasn't done anything to help us all season, and between him and Trulson, I'm like, how did we wind up with these types of players? That's the question. They're fast, but it hasn't meant anything, and they're not particularly fast either. That's been part of the problem. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been looking that close. I mean, let me know if you've seen the assistant make any sort of shouts. I haven't seen him do anything. He's just sort of been standing there. So we're going to really let the players have it. I mean, it's time, like I said, to pull out the fines. And I'm going to try to stay away from the 2-week fines, but those are going to be coming pretty soon. If we start seeing really, really bad performances, that's what's going to come out. Because I'm just tired of it. I don't have time for this. This is ridiculous. I know I need to make a change here. Somebody or other's got to come off. Yeah, it's Pekkanen who's been playing really, really poorly. We don't have anybody else to play in the back. That's the problem. That's the problem. And it's one of the problems with this team in general. I mean, Augsburg does have defenders, but they all start off the game with 4-month injuries. That's the problem, right? You have to do something. Yeah, no, it'll be a 2-week fine at least for Pekkanen. We'll probably throw it at a couple other guys. And just, I don't care if they're upset or not because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They need to be able to play better than this. Maybe time for another one of those team meetings as well. I mean, this is a really bad drubbing. And this is a match that really we should have been able to win. And there's Chahid again. Drives me nuts. All he does is get the ball in midfield and then shoots from as far away as he can. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. If there's nothing in game, there's no way you can go talk to the guy and say, what are you doing? You need to have better decision making. This is ludicrous. So we lose this match 3-0. This is the very end. I don't even know if they're going to have time to get this kickoff. Yeah, there you go. We lose this one 3-0. Another match to make you angry. Talk to you tomorrow.